Hi guys, and welcome to the Flan family. We are about to share my grief story with you guys. If this is the first time you are visiting our channel, then you may not know, but we lost our son Blaze at 20 weeks gestation, January 2015. And we started this channel to share his story and to share our story from there on out, and it's been really hard to do. So we're finally getting around to it. I'm sorry if you hear our dog in the background. He's in his crate and he's not happy about it. but yeah, I guess we're just gonna get into it. We lost Blaze because of Fifth disease. 6 to 8 weeks prior to his 20-week scan, I contracted Fifth disease, and it got to him. It made him anemic, and he had high drops on his heart and his brain. And we attempted blood transfusions at Northside, our local like huge hospital, I guess. And we only were able to do one, and it did not help. He was too far into heart failure, and he passed away. So obviously that is the hardest thing that we've been through. We had 3 miscarriages prior to losing Blaze, 1 after, and then we have our rainbow daughter Nevaeh, who is 1.5 years old, is currently asleep upstairs. Definitely best things ever happened to us, and Blaze, but having our earthly child definitely has helped my grieving process, and her. Reno, our other dogs at our feet. So right after we lost Blaze, my grieving process was immediate depression. For about 2 months, I didn't leave the house until I had to go to my doctor's appointment, like my follow-up with the OB. I was taking the highest dose of Zoloft. My bad. That they can give you. I didn't want to see anyone. I didn't want to talk to anyone unless it was Gerald. I just was in the hardest place in my life ever. I didn't want to be alive. I just wanted to be with Blaze. And if you watch our channel, then you know, aside from the love and support that I had from friends and family and from Gerald, and wanting to continue on for our future children, you know, I love The Walking Dead, and in all honesty, that show is one thing that pulled me out of my rut and helped me to be able to have something to look forward to and something to basically live for. And some people that might be stupid because it's just a show, but literally saved my life. But after about 2 months of being just completely out of it, we kind of went on a drinking binge, I guess. When we did leave the house, we went to our best friend, Chris and Faith's. They're also married with their son. Their son was born about 2 weeks before we lost Blaze. His name is Aries, so he was also...
2 days before Christmas.
Yeah, 2 days before Christmas. He just turned 3, so he was also a saving grace for me. Having him to love on, and him, Faith being so open to letting me do things with him and be such a big part of his life is something I can never repay. But yeah, we kind of fell off the grid and drank a lot and just wanted to party, basically. Then we got pregnant in May, and we lost Blaze in January. We got pregnant in May, not planned, and I miscarried on Blaze's due date, which was extremely hard. It was early miscarriage, probably the earliest we had. I don't even think I was 4 weeks yet. And then it's September. We got pregnant with Nevaeh. We got married at the courthouse on October 14th, and the very next day we found out we were pregnant with Nevaeh. we went to the courthouse and got married so that we could have 3 years of marriage under our belt to adopt. Because at this point, we're still thinking of being the parents that get to bring a baby home, regardless if we birthed that child or if we adopted or whatever. We wanted to be parents that had an earthly child. So we were brainstorming and trying to figure things out, and we'd also figured out I needed progesterone while pregnant for the first 12 weeks to keep the pregnancies and help prevent the miscarriages, which worked with Blaze and then worked with Nevaeh. And through my whole pregnancy, I did pretty good. I had my down days, but I did pretty good. Being able to plan for Nevaeh to come. My grieving was more positive, I guess. Like, I could look at the positive side of things. Like, I had a baby on the way and everything was working out and, everything. And then Nevaeh got here and I was the happiest I've ever been in my whole life. But a switch changed because when I was, before Nevaeh got here, my grieving was more outward. Like, I wanted to talk about Blaze and I wanted to talk about what we had been through and pregnancy loss awareness and miscarriage, and I wanted to tell our story, like, to everyone that I met. Basically, I wanted to do something. I wanted to make a difference, and I would never wanted Blaze's name to not be mentioned. And then it's like a light switch went off when Nevaeh was born, and my grieving completely changed. I mean, it was scary how much my grieving changed, and I didn't want to hear his name, and I didn't want to talk about him, and I didn't want to do things related to his loss, and it had nothing to do with me not loving him and nothing to do with me not caring. There was and just is still, Nevaeh's 18 months old and I deal with guilt on a daily basis. There was just so much guilt that came with her being here and with how much I loved her and how every milestone she hit, not being able to do that with Blaze. Like, the guilt was, and still is, one of the hardest things so far. But I definitely have not grieved in one way by far. I guess right now my grievance kind of in between. I go to the therapist, which I've been going to the therapist since I was like 16 weeks pregnant with Nevaeh. I love my therapist. She has helped me tremendously, and going to the therapist has definitely helped. Nothing's fixed. I've literally heard, Nevaeh is here. Why am I not better? Why is everything not fixed? And that's because we could have 5 more healthy babies, completely complication-free pregnancies, and none of them are Blaze. I'm never gonna be fixed, as people would say. But yeah, so I mean, I went through every process of grieving. I think pretty hard. And I never know, like, when I wake up in the mornings, I never know if it's going to be a good day or a bad day. And that's hard because I'll plan things and sometimes I can't follow through because I'm having a bad day. And it's like, since Nevaeh has been here, she has helped me not lay in bed all day. Because when I was pregnant, if I had a bad day, I'd just lay in bed and I would just sleep. We had a scare with me bleeding at 18 weeks and I was put on bed rest, and we just decided I would quit my job. And I've just stayed home ever since, because Gerald works his butt off and allows me to be able to. But we had that scare, and also there was never a safe point in pregnancy for me, until they laid her on me and she was crying, and then it just changed from a different type of worry. Yeah. Like, instead of a worry to get her here, it's a worry to keep her here. But, and also, like, everyone's not going to grieve the same. after we film this, we're actually filming Gerald's grieving story, and we have grieved as probably as opposite as you can grieve. So not everyone's grieving is the same. Not everyone needs the same things. So if you're dealing with someone, a spouse, a brother, sister, just anyone, best friend around you that has experienced loss, whether a 4-week miscarriage or a stillbirth at 40 weeks, not everyone grieves the same. So you have to figure out what that person individually needs and do it. No matter if it's they don't want to talk to you for 6 months. Don't take it personally and just do it. But yeah, I guess that's kind of my ups and downs of the grieving process. Yeah, if you have any questions, you can comment down below. Like I just said, we are about to film Gerald's grieving process, which is completely different. I will have that video linked in the description of this one. So after this one, if it's up already, then you should go check that out. And we will see you guys for our next video. Oh, also, I wanted to show this picture of Blaze. We had 13 hours in the hospital with him after he was born. And this is one of my favorite pictures. And also, if you go back to the beginning of this channel, I have videos with other pictures of him and everything if you would like to see more. But thank you for watching. If you're not a part of the Flan fam, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and watch us continue on our journey, because we hope to have other children, whether it be naturally or adoption. We have big plans. So yeah, stick around and find out what goes on.